Kwa majina ni Benson Isaboke. I'm a director of Site of Relief Organization. We are here purposely to celebrate the awareness month of cerebral palsy, which is a condition that is rarely known in the community. So it's a day we are celebrating the milestone and also the challenges that members with cerebral palsy are going through in the community. And we feel much is done, and we appreciate parents who have these children. We appreciate self-advocates who have acquired cerebral palsy and they're coming out to speak for themselves. So we believe as an organization doing awareness and advocacy, there is much that is happening in the community, but still there is a lot that is happening. Like in our upcountry or in our villages, there is a lot of stigma where the community have not internalized or understood what cerebral palsy is all about. A number of our communities upcountry, they're associating cerebral palsy with the curses or bad omen within the community. And a number of husbands are running away to take responsibility to taking care of these children. So our essence as an organization, we're coming forward to educate the public and the society. Like cerebral palsy is a condition mostly associated with late delivery in maternity wards. Once there is late delivery of our children to come out, they inhale a liquid that affects their brain or their mental stability. Then they acquire cerebral palsy. So this is an information that is supposed to reach out to our society to understand cerebral palsy is not witchcraft, is not curse, it's a condition. Kama yule mama anaenda maternity akichelewa kujifungua mtoto, yule mtoto akikaa kwa tumbo kwa muda kuzidi ile muda alikuwa toke, ana inhale ile liquid ya mama na mtoto anakuwa na challenge ya brain. That is how cerebral palsy condition comes about. So I want to appreciate the partners, media, and every person who has come forward for this function, so that to support and to give a message to the public, like we need to appreciate these members with cerebral palsy in the community to be part with us. Wale wanaficha watoto wato nje. There's a lot of programs that the government is giving to these children. Part of the program, the government is giving education, bursaries or scholarships for these children to learn in special school or in any mainstream schools. The government has come with a program that is called Autism and Neurodiversity, whereby these children will start getting medication from level 4 facilities and also the aspect of therapies. So our message to the public, wale wazazi mko na watoto, just come out our children to be supported in one way or the other. And the other thing is, wale wazazi munaendelea kuogopa, like you will not be able to give your children, to bring your children out. We have a discussion about the bill number 7 that is in Senate, that is going to give every person a right to benefit. A caregiver must benefit from that bill, that he or she will be able to be catered for, kulinda yule mtoto, na yule caregiver atapata what we call tax exemption, so that he or she can be able to take care of that kid. So there is a lot that is happening, that is coming, and also we are calling on to the president, the bill that is in parliament, kindly you take your time and assent, so that it can be an act of that will repeal the Disability Act 203, so that we can be able to enjoy the rights of persons with disability inclusively in the society. Everybody can have feel as included and appreciated in the community. Thank you so much.
I'm a disability and inclusion advocate and the founder of Everybody's Africa Society. I was born with a condition known as cerebral palsy, which I say this is not a disease, it's just a condition, and it does not define who I am. So today, as we mark this National Cerebral Palsy Awareness Day, this should not be just waiting for this day for us to create awareness. And this awareness cannot be done with us alone. We need the whole society to also champion for this awareness, know something about cerebral palsy, because cerebral palsy is one of the common types of disabilities, and yet it's not well known out there. This is because of the attitudinal barriers that we have in the society, that persons with cerebral palsy are not given the right opportunities to represent themselves, because most think that having cerebral palsy is a curse, is a disease, is something that you should not associate with any other people. So you feel that the society, we face a lot of stigma because of this condition. And one thing that people believe is that this condition is contagious. Cerebral palsy is not contagious, neither is it a disease. So we have so many challenges in terms of accessibility, employment, health access, and also personal representation when it comes to policies. You find that we don't have anyone representing persons with cerebral palsy in decision making due to these attitudinal barriers. And what I would like to call us upon today to do, we should all be ambassadors of creating awareness when it comes to cerebral palsy, and to the government. Remember, cerebral palsy is way too expensive, and most of the people who have cerebral palsy are jobless. How will they mitigate their lives? You find that most of them, they have to use diapers. Diapers have become a basic assistive device to these children. And you find that most of the caregivers are not working. So how will they then get these diapers? Now to the government, as we have free condoms, why should we have a program whereby we can get these diapers for free? Because you see, it's way too expensive, and most of the caregivers are jobless, and the persons themselves with cerebral palsy are not working. Not that they are not capable to work, it's because of the stigma. You are being discriminated. People tend to focus on your physical appearance rather than focusing on your capabilities. So today we should all embrace diversity, we should embrace inclusivity, and we also should accommodate persons with cerebral palsy in our societies. Thank you.
Thank you so much. We have one caregiver.
All right, I am Zipporah Theuri, a mother of a girl who is in her 30s. Born in the 90s, we didn't have access to information. Can you imagine not even Googling like the way we can now do? So a mother who takes a child to the hospital, you don't know what is wrong, then you are told a strange name like cerebral palsy. I didn't know what that was all about. One thing I would say, as a caregiver, the first thing we do is to accept this child. And I would advocate for every parent out there, if you get such a child, acceptance is the first thing. Because any child born is born of God. It's God who gives that kind of child. Asitupwe na asifungiwe kwa nyumba. God gave the knowledge. I was able to keep her open. She's open. She's here with me. But I didn't imagine locking her in. That opening up, letting doors open, helps you accept and you go out there. Of course, there are challenges. As she was growing up, people staring, people wondering what you can do with this kind of child, but they would never come close by. But God gives the wisdom. She was able to go to school, alisoma, and right now, I would not focus on the challenges more, but there are many. Let me highlight some of the challenges. Even getting the proper school for her was a real challenge. But she went to school. She's able to look at her phone and read her messages. So the government needs to purposely reach out to some of these children who are locked up in homes and give education access to them. Ensure that even services are available. Some of these children, medication has to be bought for them. It's so expensive. Drugs should be made available for them. I'm imagining it's possible for the government to know the sincere cases and help out on them. Health. Some of these children are challenged. Just as I sat here, there's a mother who asked me, how did you manage to have your child get the speech therapy? I never did have that therapy. Parents need to be told that some of the CP children can be affected in mobility, speech, others are affected in many other ways. They can't all be the same. This information should be shared. I think as a mother of a cerebral palsy child, I think the government has opportunities for reaching out. The avenues, you've told us to register, like I have. Just about 2 weeks ago, I now have her certificate for a disabled child. But what after? After the registration, then what comes? I'm really anxious. But we also had a card before that. The card expired because they said now we have to register afresh. We are taking every step, government, that you tell us to do. So after the registration, I'm excited. The certificate is there. What are we doing with it? Please reach us and we'll know. You have all our contacts. And that, I think, many parents are doing. Physiotherapy, most parents are stranded because the therapy itself is so expensive. How about the mobility, even to take them for this therapy? But we know it is the only cure, not cure, it's the only way to make them survive. I challenge the government to reach us. You have my number, you have each parent's number. Caregivers are going through a lot of these problems. How about these children who are locked up, who don't even know there is therapy to be done? How will they ever know? I think I've done what is necessary. Unless you have a question to me, I can answer it. I have said what I think should be done. Otherwise, if we had a whole day, I would number them and tell you the challenges we have. There are so many, but because many of us want to talk, I'll stop it there. Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you so much.